Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Right, so it has been a while since I actually did any new rank ups, and this time around I decided to finally take up a new tech champion. In tech class I actually don't have too many champions ranked up. I have infamous Iron Man, and let's face it, he doesn't make the Battlegrounds deck in most cases. And then we have Nimrod, Mysterio and Warlock, which all I absolutely love. But that leaves me with quite a few champions still to rank up. Obviously, I personally really do want to rank up my Lady Deathstrike as well, potentially a Meg Sentinel, Guardian, and Ghost, and additionally, one of the biggest kind of like problem points right now is Shuri. I really want a higher rank Shuri because Shuri is an amazing and useful champion that counters a ton of really cool stuff. I just don't want to rank 5 my 6-star because getting a 7-star, she doesn't need the dupe and she functions perfectly. So I'm still going to hold off on that for now. But what I will do is I am going to rank up my future Ant-Man. I'm always well jealous seeing everybody else's rank 5. Future Ant-Man does not exist as a 7-star at the moment. So, there is that fear gone. Mine is 6200 already, and obviously Future Ant-Man is always up there in consideration as like, which tech champion should I rank up first? Future Ant-Man or Nimrod or something like that. And in this case, since I already have Nimrod, I made my choice the first time around and I picked Nimrod, for better or worse. I do not regret that decision, but I always say to people, you can pick whichever one you think, whichever one you enjoy more, I would say. Now it's time for Future Ant-Man, and obviously with Future Ant-Man the higher rank benefit is that in some matches now, when you have him at rank 5, especially if you're punching down a bit, like if you're fighting against a rank 4 sometimes, that level 2 will be pretty much enough to finish off a fight, and that makes a massive difference. On top of it all, obviously, taking more chip damage and remaining more of a health percentage is obviously going to be helpful too. And the best thing about Future Ant-Man is that he's much more powerful as a defender now, because there are quite a few champions that cannot deal with him quite like they used to. For example, Tigra. I got a rude awakening with that Tigra thing yesterday or a couple days ago, because I was used to taking Future Ant-Mans with Tigra, and I tried that in Battlegrounds now, and it went incredibly poorly. So, that is exactly what we are going to do right now, since we have the Future Ant-Man ranked up. I do have some sort of relic on him. I don't think he has a great relic like that's designed to help him. And also, I'm not going to lie, very solid part of a reason why I picked Future Ant-Man so easily and freely is because he's a beast in this meta, and he's going to be beast in the Battlegrounds next meta, because his nano armor ups do in fact count as regular armor ups for the nodes and stuff. So, be that Havoc, for instance, that you need to deal with, or also be that node where you can remove prowess whenever you gain armor ups, and thus gain furies. So let's see what amount of burst damage can we get. So now we're gonna go for this. It's going to be sweet. So we have 2 of these on. Now we're going to go for another one. And now we can go for a nice, very chunky. Oh, you little cheeky. Why did you throw that? This is one of the most annoying things, especially recently with the opponent's AI, when they have just started to throw special attacks in your block, regardless of everything else. But still, that is a solid amount of damage from that one special there. And now, as for the next one, we can probably just go up and try and get the finish here with just the one power disintegrations on. And the cool thing is, you probably will have noticed that during this entire match, opponent never ever reached 3 bars of power. That's like one of my favorite things about Future Ant-Man, is because you can play him in a way where you just never have to bait out a special attack. And that's quite rare in this game. There are only a handful of champions who can do that. And I absolutely love the fact that Future Ant-Man is one of them. So now let's just jump in the story content in our regular, abuse quest. I'm still out for a quest of finding equally good place with a vanilla defender and no meaningful nodes with just slightly higher health pools. Not entirely sure what would be a bit better place to go, but that Venom the Duck at the very least has 200k health pool, so that's something. If there would be something with 200 and 250k health pool, that would be perfect, but for now, we're just going to deal with this. And we are good to go. Now we have our swarm going, so our damage output is going to be improved significantly. I wonder, do I need to throw a special one? I wonder. Well, let's test. Basically, I didn't. So we can try that again and try and do that a bit faster now. Then 41 seconds isn't a great time here, but obviously, that's just because I perhaps played a bit slowly. Let's try and do this faster and then deal with Venom the Duck. Obviously, the cool thing about Future Ant-Man now is that his glancing is fixed and it's powerful. If you do have all of your nano armor active, then I think it's about 70% chance to glance and then switch off the abilities and switch off the damage and all that other good stuff. I just, the Deadpool did not want to play into me at the beginning. That's, with Future Ant-Man, that kind of is the hardest part. Because afterwards, once you have your swarm going, you do make opponents' AIs more aggressive and it's quite a bit easier to deal with it all. So now, I just need him to throw it. It's perfectly fine now. Whoops. Look at that tanky boy. So I didn't do it much faster this time around, but we're fine. We're good. That wasn't awful. That was a bit slower, actually. Let's try how it is going to be with Venom the Duck. Here, for sure, I have to go for at least one level 1. But knowing that, I can also try and play a bit more aggressive. So I'm starting with 95% health as well. Here, in this matchup, I suspect that if I eat a level 2, that's probably going to hurt a lot. Okay, so now I do have the swarm active. Perfect. Because that means I can be super aggressive, and so will be the AI. Now we are gonna throw the level 1, power drain that chat a bit. And now, whoops, I made a mistake. I made a very, very stupid mistake. I didn't have my... this is silly. Okay, we're gonna try this again. We can see that I haven't played quite a lot recently, so I have started to make such silly, annoying mistakes. That's been costing me quite a bit. But that's fine. Here we don't even get to detonate at level 2. So this is definitely not the speed, even though it was still just a minute, but we would have done it faster. Okay, so that's it. Let's try and do it properly fast. Let's try and get like 30 seconds or less. It does depend quite a bit if the AI lets you intercept at the beginning of the fight, and then you can, speed up the entire process by getting to your swarm much quicker. The problem with that is that AI recently has been absolutely horrible. I probably should dedicate another video to that, because recently the AI just has been awful. Like, there's not much better way to describe it. Recently, opponent's AI has been dreadful. Okay, so here we go. He did 2%. 2%. You want to play with me like that? You want to play at 2%? That's fine. That's fine. 37. Still faster. Still better. It would have been nice if that 2% would have killed him. Okay, and now let's go here for sure. Again, we need a level 1 and then a level 2, and we will be fine. We just need to get in an intercept at the beginning of the fight, and another one, and then we'll be fine. There we go. Sweet, perfect. We got 5. Now, if I can just bait out a heavy attack, that's already good enough. Bait out another. We don't mind if he threw this. We're going for speed here. Now I just need him to go for that, and this will be enough for sure. There we go. There we go. That was very nice. 200k health pool in 41 seconds. That is already top tier time to do for the Venom Duck. We can see that the difference there was, well, barely anything really. And this fight was against significantly larger health pool and class disadvantage. So that's future Ant-Man. And as I have mentioned before, obviously future Ant-Man now has become significantly more troublesome as a defender, and that is exactly the type of champions that I like. Champions that can work as defenders and attackers are, you know, very dear to me. I don't know, it's very easy to like them because you feel like you got more options to throw in defense and to use an attack, and it's just a great feeling altogether. Do we want to try and let's see how we do against somebody like Red Hulk with no synergies, no nothing, no boosts. How well we can take down Red Hulk boy, where we basically are going to well, we're basically going to try and do the full rotations at all times, because that's like in longer fights one thing that you do not need to worry is think about how many level 2s you need to throw and stuff like that. So here we go. We have our Surging Swarm activated. That's perfectly fine. We can see that power control is already taking place. And that evade. Oh, luckily it did trigger through block. Whoopsies. That was a whoopsie moment. That was a whoopsie moment. But it's yet again another perfect time to showcase future Ant-Man's tankiness. Look at that light intercept. The dude just woke up from that knockdown and chose violence. Here we go. And now we can just go. We still had a bit of damage. This wasn't quite full rotation, I'll be honest. I thought I was throwing level 1 here. And yeah, another really cool thing that I like about future Ant-Man is that you can kind of pick which specials you throw, even if you push too far. Because you have the ability to finish combo with a light attack, and that, you know, takes away power bar. Hey, that wasn't cool. It's okay. It's okay, fine. This wasn't cool, but okay. We're gonna go for level 3 here. We're gonna put a longer level 3 disintegration on him. And that's fine. If this is how you want to play. If this is how you want to play. Oof, those evades. I had almost forgotten how frustrating that can be. I had almost forgotten. Okay, so here we go. Power drain you a bit. I'm gonna power drain you a bit again. Wait. Right. That was maybe a slight mistake here. So, as we can see, he's probably not going to be a next Abyss champion. But in Battlegrounds, with the new nodes, he's going to be an absolute monster. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Right. I think I'm gonna leave the fight there. It's definitely not gonna be the fastest time for a labyrinth fight. But actually, I do want to finish it. Actually, I do want to finish it because I want to know how many hits I took. Because I'm still at 95% health. That is some amazing stuff there in terms of tankiness. We got tankiness for days. And again, I should have been at level 1 here. I think I should have been at level 1. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That is fine, lost 25%. So here we're gonna go for a nice level 1 power drain. And here we're gonna eat a nice level 2. We're gonna yet again demonstrate. Look at that video. Oh my god. Look at that. I hate that level 2, and it basically did nothing because of that region. I like that. I quite like that. I am not complaining here. And this is going to finish it off. And we finished at 91%, even though we ate a level 2 to the face, got incinerated, and ate another, like, we took 8 hits from him. Yeah, it was a while. I definitely didn't play great, but Jesus Christ, the man can take a punch. Say anything else you want about the guy, but he can take a punch and he can take an incinerate. Right, that will be it for now. Let me know what you guys think about Future Ant-Man, and I will catch you guys soon. Bye! Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about